Questions about mobile gaming, really. So people are looking for like giant experiences for mobile games, but the technology isn't quite there yet. So like why do people like tend to like skip over mobile? So like, have we been spoiled by consoles?
I think part of the problem is that mobile is a very kind of different interaction and different set of inputs and different environmental factors as well. You know, your mobile is everywhere with you. You can use it on the tube, you can use it one-handed, and you're touching something rather than playing with a controller. So fundamentally, mobile has a very different set of inputs to what console games have. A lot of console gamers, I think, see mobiles and go, "Oh, amazing! Like, there's a computer in my pocket. I'm going to be able to play like Final Fantasy VII, or I'm going to be able to play like Halo on my phone. That's incredible." And that future is interesting, but it fundamentally misses the idea that mobiles are very different from consoles. And to make a great experience on mobile work, you really need to make it platform perfect. And you need to make sure that you're taking advantage of touch, designing an experience that reflects how people use their phones, and making sure that you make an experience for the phone rather than just something that you want to fit onto the device.
Yeah, because like with like mobile game controllers, you like see them trying to like mimic like the joysticks moving around, but those don't really work. So it's just like trying to get like this balance between. And I just think when like, because personally I used to go for like the largest games possible, so like licensed titles which had like free roam like cities and stuff. But then that just kind of left like the lower, like actually like smaller games just completely out of my mind. I just think that's like kind of thing that people need to be aware of, that those games out there can actually give you a better experience than console games.
Yeah, absolutely. Or at least a different experience, you know?
Yeah. So in recent times, I've seen that mobile games are like acting as a second screen for consoles. So like with Fallout 4, you had like a Pip-Boy, and even with films, like you can see behind the scenes at the time. So do you see mobile devices being a supplement for gaming, or like do you think they can eventually be like complete competitors?
Again, just because the interaction is so different, I don't think it will ever replace the kind of experiences you can have on other things. And I think people making companion apps for things like films or even things like games is one route into how to explore interactivity in mobile. But you can also explore interactivity in mobile through fresh experiences and new things on that device. So I don't think it's a case of mobile gaming having to necessarily compete directly with console gaming. I think they're just two different ways to interact and different types of gaming. And one is preferable to some people, one is preferable to others. But being able to produce emotional experiences on a device that everybody has in their pocket is what really inspires us. And so what you get for mobiles for free is accessibility. Everybody can play your game, which isn't something you get for free with consoles. So I think they're going to continue to, rather than converge, stay divergent and stay fundamentally different from one another.
Okay, because like the target market is incredibly different. Like, because during my one, I found out the target market for like mobile games is like women at the age of like 30s, like kids and stuff. So they don't have the time to sit and play these expansive games.
Exactly.
I just think it's just really interesting, just like how, like you said, like how like diverse they are. And so would you say it's not fair to put them up against each other, because they, at the end of the day, they are like targeting such a different audience?
Yeah, I think that's very true. I think that we don't actually tend to refer to our stuff as games, or like it's a label, right? And what we feel like we try and provide are interactive experiences, and even that is an overloaded term and comes with connotations. But we're careful to kind of avoid what people traditionally think of when they think of as games. And whether you have an interactive experience that gives you kind of meaningful play on a console or a mobile, it is about targeting those different audiences and respecting how people interact with it and how they go about their daily life using it. That's how you get the best results for the thing you care about.
Okay, that's great. So you kind of touched on it briefly, but do you think we'll ever see a time where mobile gaming will like make the console irrelevant, or do you think because they are so different, they'll like each one is just going to be around?
I think I don't think mobile will surpass console. I can kind of see a future where virtual reality is maybe so immersive and so amazing that the idea of having kind of flat screen 2D, 3D is no longer as important as having completely immersive 3D worlds that you're actually in that space. But I think as it stands now, it's again, it's not about mobile competing with console. It's about a totally different type of interaction and a totally different type of player.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. It's been like wonderful to come here and learn about VR because it's like my first experience of VR. Like the cardboard is literally the first thing, and my phone didn't really support it. So I think we're going to go try find the Blue Room and check out some more games.
Cool.
So
Sounds good.